What's up, guys? It's your old pal Corey here, CoryCinciNation Studios in the house. You already know what the business is. Anyways, we are currently in the 2015 Ford Focus ST. I told you guys that I would get you some video of the car before we do any upgrades. As the prior video showed, I did get the windows tinted, which to me, that's the first major upgrade because I can't stand driving without tinted windows. You already know what the business is. So anyways, with that video too, I also showed you guys the navigation and also all the features on the car and outside the car. So now we're gonna do a stock drive of the vehicle, and it's gonna be in 4K 30 FPS, which I think is a perfect resolution for this scenario. Unfortunately, we are not using an external microphone. We are only using the GoPro Hero 5 Black internal microphone. So with that being said, let's get on with this journey and let's see how this car performs bone stock, and let's get to it. You already know I'm gonna put my phone up in my phone mount. Bang. So anyways, with that being said, let's strap up. Bada boom, bada bang. There goes my phone mount, of course. So anyways, guys, let's get on this trip. We are in a 2015 Ford Focus ST, bone stock, except for the tinted windows. I do have a Turbo Smart 50/50 blow-up valve, and we will talk about that as we proceed. We do have the Stage 3 kit. Down here we have the button for the heated seats or heated steering wheel, and the way I call it is you have your traction control off and then your traction and stability control off. So you have your sport mode and your track mode and your eco mode. So eco, sport, track. So anyways, we're gonna drive around in eco mode, we're gonna put it in sport mode, and we're gonna hit some back roads. So with that being said, let's get on with this drive. So right away, driving this car, you can feel that the clutch just engages right at the right spot. You feel super comfortable with it. This is a really good car to actually learn how to drive a manual on. Unfortunately, the roads today, it snowed last night, so the roads have been salted, and also they are going to be slick, so trying to actually really get on the car is going to be an issue with, you know, wheel spin and everything else. So I'm going to try my best, but you know what they say. Hopefully you guys can hear how the car sounds, and also I will try to you know, no lift shift a couple times and see where we go and how we get going with that. So anyways, I did, however, do a video yesterday, but it was hooked up to the cell phone mount, and it was just way too shaky. I couldn't use the 4K footage because it just didn't turn out right. So hopefully with the actual GoPro sticky mount, it will be a lot better. I wish I had an actual window suction mount, but it is Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to all you guys. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. I actually really enjoyed my Christmas this year. Santa brought me everything I wanted. You know, so anyways, we are going to be going and hitting a little bit of some S-curves here, and you know, just enjoying driving the car. This is a car that you can daily drive and really enjoy driving. You know, with the heated steering wheel, the heated mirrors, and the heated seats, and them also being full leather Recaro seats, they're super comfortable, and just daily driving the car is really nice, and you know you got that horsepower, and you know you got that extra torque. So yeah, see, we're spinning already. Traction control, here we go. No lift shift. See, that's what I like to call it, is the no lift shift zone between 6,500 and 7,000 RPM is where I like to call the no lift shift zone, because the line is not your red line at 6,500. It's actually at 7,000, but it shows a half of a red line at 6,500 to 7,000, and I no lift shift in that area to keep my boost up in between shifts, which, you know, keeps your horsepower and your torque up. That's another thing about this car, is it's got really, really good gearing in it. You know, this is a really good car. This is a stage 3. The 2017 Ford Focus RS, or ST, my bad, the Ford Focus ST starts out at 25,000. To get the stage 3 package, you're looking right around, I would say you're looking right around 32,000. That's with the Sync 3, the navigation, all the extra stuff you would get, like I do with this package. So it is a really good package to have. But if you want a fun car that gets good gas mileage when you want it to, of course you're not going to get good gas mileage if you got your foot on the floor the whole entire time. But it's a super fun car to drive. When you put it in sport mode, or you hold down the traction control button, it turns stability and traction control off, which is essentially track mode in my opinion. You can feel when you can feel the steering wheel actually stiffen up, which gives you more feedback from the road, and I really enjoy that about this car. Anyways, right now the blow-off valve that's on the car is pushing 100% of the air back in through the intake. Now with the Turbo Smart blow-off valve that's going to be coming on this car, which we will also do a video of an install on that, but with that it's 50-50. So what it does is it puts 50 air back into the intake and 50 air out to the atmosphere, and it's also not made of plastic, it's made of a much better material. So if you wanted to add, you know, a Cobb turbo back exhaust, Cobb carbon fiber intake, rear motor mount, and your access port, and, you know, have it pro tuned, you know, you're gonna have a blow-off valve that can handle a little bit more boost and more power, which essentially, you know, right around that right there to me is right around a stage 3 Focus. You know, that's without going bigger turbo. Hopefully these cars get out of my way up here so I can hit these S-curves. We're gonna put it in, I'm gonna hold this down, we're gonna put it in track mode essentially. Right away I can feel the steering wheel tighten up. The steering is actually electronically assisted. So when you put that mode on, you can really feel the difference in the way the car responds. But this is just a really fun car to drive on a daily basis. You know, I had a 99 Civic Si, and that was a really light, yes, these guys are turning. That was a really light car. It had zooming, baby. Alright, so we hit that no lift shift. Getting it in. Let's hit this corner real quick. Chirped them in third a little bit. I gotta be really careful with how I handle these corners because of the fact that they're sold on the road. The tires are cold, so we can't be too crazy in here. So we're just gonna have some fun going into these. Yeah, like I said, the steering really does stiffen up when you are coming into these corners like this. But with that being said, though, you guys can still hear the blow-up valve and the turbo spooling up as I'm driving like this. Yeah, this road's really salted up. I'm gonna need a car wash after this. So anyways, I know I was saying something before I got into that, but yeah, these are the S-curves that I like to take. Unfortunately, there's a car in front of us right now, so I can't really get into it or really get on it right now. But going through these corners, and I've done it a million times in a lot of different cars. I did it in a C6 Corvette. I did it in a 370Z. I did it in, you know, my 99 Civic. That's what I was going to talk about. My 99 Civic Si. That car had over $13,000 invested into it. That's not including the car. And it had a lot of suspension work done to it. It was set up for the circuit track. I raced it at the circuit track, and it handled like it was on rails. Now, this car does not have summer or race tires on it right now, but stock, they're 235s, which are already wider than my tires were on my Civic. This car is very well planted. It handles amazing. It really puts the power to the front wheels too. You know, I'm in 4th gear right now, and you're getting that torque. It's a really good, it's a good feeling. And this is bone stock. You got to remember, there's, you know, no tune for 93. You know, the Cobb system access port will tune your car stock, even, you know, just with a simple 93 octane tune, just to get it off of, you know, Ford's, you know, stock tune, which gives you a little bit more power there. And typically when you order that, you get the Cobb access port, you get Cobb's intake without the full cold air intake system, and I believe that's around $600 or $700 for that. But that allows you to pro tune the car down the future. Whatever upgrade you do to that car, you have the access port, and you can do whatever you want with it from there on out, as far as tuning the vehicle. But yeah, this car is just fun to drive, and you know, gets 32 miles to the gallon on the highway. It's reliable. You know, it's got the gauges in the front. I can see everything that the car is doing, and I can feel everything the car is doing. So with that being said, there are a lot of really good cars out there. There is no doubt about it. You know, it just depends on what kind of car you enjoy driving. I've always enjoyed front wheel drive cars, because my Civic did so well on the circuit track that, you know, rear wheel drive, I've driven a Hemi Challenger 6-speed. The Corvette was very well planted. It handled very well. You know, and those cars are real fun to drive, do not get me wrong. But with the Dodge Challenger and the Camaro SS, those cars felt really, you know, they were not planted like this car is. Those are more of straight line cars. Maybe not the brand new Camaro Z01, you know, that where it's got magnetic ride, suspension control and all that. But, you know, as far as what money can buy and what you can do for this car for the money, you're really getting a lot for what you're paying for. You know, when you look at a Nismo 370Z, you're looking up in the $50,000 range. You know, even a 370Z with these kind of options are going to run you $44,000. So, you know, it's just for the money. You got a really positive shifter. You got a really positive clutch. You got a super quick turbo, almost absolutely no turbo lag. We're in let's put it in fourth gear. We're in fourth gear at 2,500 RPM. I mean, it's this instant torque, and you know, that's a really good thing to have. I love having that instant torque, and when you do the upgrades that I'm talking about doing, you're gonna have that, you know, that first things first, you know, because I'm doing the Turbo Smart blow-up valve. You're gonna get that every time you let off the throttle, that every single time, which I love the sound of a turbo spooling up, and I love the sound of a turbo in general. So anyways, getting back to, you know, what you can get for the money, you know, a Golf GTI, I'm trying to think of hot hatches, a Civic Type R, you know, the Civic Type R is about 34 grand. They're marketing it up about 44,000. You do $2,000 worth of upgrades to this car, and you're right there with the Civic Type R, as far as power and torque. Also, you know, one of the good things to add to this car is the Cobb rear motor mount that also helps you put power to the ground faster. But there are a lot of things you can do to this car to make it custom, to make it your own, and I'm just doing this review, explaining to you how I feel about the car, and, you know, kind of showing you guys, you know, how it drives and how it handles. Yes, we're not in the best possible situation with the road. You know, I could definitely be getting on it a lot more, but with the roads being salted and it's super cold out, it's just not something I can do, because any car is gonna spin in this kind of weather. But, you know, just daily driving this car or hooking this car up, which, you know, I make everything I own custom. You guys know this from my YouTube channel. My bike is fully custom. There's not another one like it. And that's what I plan on doing with this car. I want to have the only 2015 Ford Focus ST that looks this way and has custom upgrades that may be similar to others, but it's not going to be exactly the same. And that is something that everybody that enjoys cars can get into. Whatever car you enjoy, whatever car you own, whatever car it may be, whether it's a 94 Accord or a, you know, 2000 Civic Si, whatever car it is, you know, you can turn that car into yours. You know, we're car enthusiasts. We love cars. We love driving cars and enjoying cars. So, you know, drive what makes you happy. But this is my review on my car. You know, I just got this car. This was my Christmas present for myself. You know, to me, Merry Christmas to me. I got this about a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago now. Yeah, almost a month. January 12th. January 12th will be a month. So, anyways, here, I'll let you guys hear the blow-off valve as we pull in the driveway. And that's the stock blow-off valve. That's the stock intake. That's everything stock right there. As my Bluetooth headset gets stuck on the seatbelt. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope that this review turned out great, and it was not near as shaky as the one that I tried to do yesterday. I tried to get you guys a video yesterday on Christmas Eve. Today is Christmas Day. I had some time before I had to go out tonight, so I made this video, and I'm gonna try to get it out to you guys before I go out tonight. If I don't, and you guys get it tonight, tomorrow, Merry Christmas to all you guys. Hopefully you have an amazing, beautiful Christmas. Hopefully you guys are living your lives to the fullest. Spend quality time with your families, and hopefully you get everything you wished for Christmas. You know, whether it's spending time with your family or, you know, your favorite gift. With that being said, guys, I love you all. You're all amazing. You're all beautiful. You're all special in your own way. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. And don't forget to keep it real. Speak that trust. And peace in the world. Alright, guys. You already know what the business is. I will catch you on the next one.